Yes, discovered inside a vehicle at another tow yard, this one in South LA. Authorities have identified that car as a 27 Honda registered to a Soledad Lopez. Fox 11's Ed Laskus. He joins us live with what we know about this discovery. Ed?
Yeah, and Phil, how strange is that? The chief of detectives here for LAPD just briefing us, telling us that car, that Honda, tied to a missing persons investigation. So they track it down. At first, though, it was found abandoned in South Central LA. Let's get to it. To the video we go. Check it. We're talking about this city tow lot. It's over on the 1900 block, Gage Ave, South LA, down there by St. Andrew's Place, if you're familiar with that area. Under the tents there, that's that Honda. The rear of it, the trunk is area burnt. That is where they find the body, human remains. The investigators saying they're not saying even if it's a man or a woman. They're waiting for the coroner's office and investigators there to get in. But the entire area is sealed off after this grisly discovery, and then it comes to be found that it's tied to a missing persons investigation, and that car itself was found abandoned a few days ago over in South Central LA. Listen to the chief.
Our Department of Transportation identified a vehicle in the South Central area of Los Angeles that was identified as being burned and abandoned on the roadway. Our missing persons unit investigators continued on an investigation that led them to identify that vehicle at the official police garage. During their follow-up investigation, they determined that human remains were in the trunk area of the vehicle that had sustained fire damage.
So now live to bring you up to speed on all of this. The investigation is wide open. Missing persons case. They know that car is tied to it. They don't know yet if the human remains in the trunk, the burnt out area of the trunk, is tied to that investigation itself. So still a lot of unanswered questions. But Phil, certainly, as the chief was saying, it's a coincidence. Both of these missing persons, I should say, both of these cars that were found at the tow lots the last couple of days, bodies in the trunk, well, they're not connected. Just a coincidence at this point.
So this car that's registered to this Soledad Lopez, you're saying that they haven't been able to confirm that that's the body that was found?
They're not even saying any names, so I don't think we should be mentioning any names at this point. The chief was saying they're not talking even about the person who's the target of the missing persons investigation, man or woman. They're not saying, and they're not saying even about the remains found in the car. So I think we ought to be rather careful about we start throwing out some names out there.
All right, Ed Laskus, stay on that one. See you at 10 o'clock on the Fox 11 News. Developing tonight.